Okay. Let's see. How did I do this last time? Okay. Guess we'll wait to see if anybody's gonna come hang out. Well, howdy to you, Shannon. We're just gonna wait a few, see if anybody else is gonna come hang out. And if not, I don't care if it's just us. It's in the 70s. Oh my gosh. It's in the 70s in Texas. Thank you, Keith. That was really nice. I appreciate you being here. Hey guys, this is cool. I'm so excited that we're doing this again. All right. I just have to remember how I did this to keep, because the chats are like a separate window. So let me see. I can do it. Okay. Well, hello, Florida. Okay. So, how's everybody's weekend? I did not expect to go live, but I'm really glad that I am. How's it sound? Let me know if anything sounds weird. Please. Okay. Let's see. 555. Nice. Nice. Okay. Cool, cool. We're just going to wait a few more minutes. And hello, James. And then we will get to it. Awesome. Thank you. And just so you guys know, something I want to point out is this was a huge learning curve for me last time. The chats, because I know I talk to you, but I'm not typing. So if anybody ever goes back to watch anything, it's really confusing because you have no idea what I'm responding to. But that will be better this time, I swear. So I've learned through many extensive conversations with the never frustrating YouTubes. I've learned that it takes 24 hours for the chats to show up. So that they'll be there tomorrow. I can't believe it's in the 70s out in Texas. My goodness. What was it today? I think it was like 50s here, which is weird. But welcome. Good luck tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm glad to know. You know, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know how many of you guys have channels too, but one of the things that's a little weird when you go live, at least for me, because I use OBS to record, which is, you know, the recording software I use. And it's a completely separate window. So it's just funny. I don't know. I'm learning. Whatever, you know? All right. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. Why not start, right? It's not gonna be really long. I don't have a ton. I imagine it'll just be like a lot of talking between us like it was last time, or I hope so, because that was awesome. Let me just see. One more thing. There's a lot. It's a hodgepodgey one, guys. It is a hodgepodgey one. I feel like I'm really bright. Why am I so bright? I don't need to be this bright. Come on. There we go. Is that better? Not like, thank you. All right. So I'm assuming we have our corner who is showing up is here. So stop. That's not true. Thank you for that laugh. Much needed. Yeah, I think Keith, you said 3 before, and I remembered you saying that. That's awesome. Yay! Thank you for making it. I'm so glad. How's weather over in the UK today, my friend? I wonder. Interesting. Weather's been so strange all over lately, hasn't it? Just messing That's funny. Okay, I shall wait then. All right. We've got Jason, we've got James, we've got Lee, Keith, we've got Shannon, we've got everyone. We are going to just go ahead. Good. I'm glad it's not too bad. Is it raining? I feel like it's been, I don't even know how to describe today. It was warmer, but it was cold. Terrible. I love terrible weather. I do. I really do. Is that weird? Is there something wrong with it? I really just love when the weather is dreary and bleak and rainy. Those days are my favorite. Ah, thank you. I'm a big fan of my neutrals. Agreed. Good to know. Good to know I'm not weird. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and play the first clip. I don't know. Let's do it. Wherever it may be.
De Blasio. Yeah. So how did you convince him to do it?
Well, I had actually been talking to him about it since even before the vaccines were available. I was like, you're going to have to do it this way. And so we came up with this metaphor. We're going to like climb this ladder. We're going to first start voluntarily, and then we're going to keep pushing it.
So the way we do it in public health is we make it very uncomfortable to be unvaccinated. It's like, oh, you can't get a job. You can't go to a restaurant. Kid can't go to school. It's like, I'm just gonna get vaccinated.
So was it technically like kind of forcing you?
Yeah, that's what you do. You force people by making it really uncomfortable. The car comes with seatbelts and airbags. You have to like actively, and it beeps all the time. So you can still drive without seatbelt, right? The car doesn't shut off, but you know, it beeps all the time.
Right.
That's the seatbelt.
So brilliant.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. The whole idea is like you build barriers so that people are like just gonna do it because I'm tired of being wrong.
So it was like kind of forcing you.
Yeah, and the whole point of the education is this is where I have like all these talks I give people in public health about it. It's like people think, oh, I'm gonna give you lots of information so you'll do the right thing. No, the reason I give you the information is so that I'm gonna make it really hard to be unvaccinated. And then I'm gonna also give you a lot of information about getting vaccinated and why it's good. So that once you finally say, I'm just gonna get vaccinated.
That's nuts. I assume that's from oh my gosh, what's his name? James. Oh my gosh, how can I not remember? Oh my god, let me look this up. You guys know who I'm talking about. He always does these undercover pieces. I've watched 1,000. You guys have probably seen them too. I'm looking it up. Hold on, please. James O'Keefe. Yes, James O'Keefe. That's what this strikes me as. I don't know if you guys ever watched that, but you can actually go to James O'Keefe's website and sign up to be one of his like little informant things. And there are different ways that you can participate. And one of the ways is you pretend that you're going out on a date with these people and they just give it all up. Isn't that crazy? They just give it all up. Like, who talks about this stuff on a first date anyway? How is this? What? Especially if you are the former senior advisor for public health in the New York City mayor's office. Crazy. It is like how a supervillain would talk and think about vaccinations, and it's exactly the reason that it exists. It's crazy. It's crazy. As you know, I have never nor will ever have any vaccination. And if your mission is to make me uncomfortable, I am the most stubborn that you will meet. Oh, I'm good at that game. I hate to be the person that uses them a lot when I talk, but everything they do is with a purpose. I agree with that too. I agree with that too. I too am a pureblood, my friends. I don't really want to say that because who knows? One day they're all going to come after us, unvaccinated folk, for our pure blood. All those mudbloods out there. That's mean. I'm sorry to anybody who has been vaccinated. I really am. I know I have friends who did it. I have friends who are nurses, army, things like that. And they just, I know people that have done it and I know people that have refused and quit their jobs. And both are incredibly sad. Incredibly sad because the people who did get it really thought that they were doing the right thing. At least the few people that I know who were in healthcare, specifically my one friend, Chelsea, she is a nurse and she didn't want to risk getting all of the people around her sick because she's a kind-hearted person. It's it's really messed up because she ended up getting it for the right reasons and then her entire half, I don't know why I'm smiling. This is really sad. I just smile all the time. I'm sorry. It's like doesn't match what I'm saying. But the entire half of her body was numb. They had to put her on these incredible levels of steroids and antibiotics and all sorts of stuff to fix the effects of the vaccine. That adds up. Let's see. Come get me, but get in line. Yeah, I feel that. They will implement everything that we don't want in the next 8 years, setting the stage for the desperation to accept what is ever is on offer. And I agree with that too. I think that's what's going to make it difficult to come back. I think that's the single most thing that's going to make it difficult to come back from where we're heading, really. Um, is that the more we fall into this convenience, the more we fall into, okay, just a little further against what we want, just a little bit. Oh, it's just a vaccine. Oh, it's just, some mandatory this or that or chip or cell phones even. It's exactly what he was saying. They're going to make it so you're just like, screw it, I'm doing it because I don't feel like dealing with all of the inconvenience of not. And I think the only way that we can come back from this is to give up that convenience. I don't know. But I don't think it's too late. I don't. Let's see. Thank God I never got it either. I'm the only person I know who didn't. I didn't get ill, and everyone I know, yeah, me too. Everyone that I knew, my grandpa actually passed away shortly after he got it. It and what is so horrifying to me and tragic, not just to me, but I know this is a lot of other people, is how much time that we lost with those people. So we were scared into getting it. And then those who didn't, like me, stayed away from those who were vulnerable, such as grandparents. So for 2 years, I saw them at a minimum and then he was gone. And that's just so not fair. And I know that you guys probably have people in your life like that too. Like my grandpa and I, we shared a birthday and it's one of the very special things that we had together. I actually have a picture of him like right here. This is my grandpa. That's actually from you can't see it, but that's from one of our birthday cakes. It's like the little Minnie Mouse that was on top of it back in the day. But one of the very last pictures, actually the last birthday photo that I have with him, I'm wearing a mask. And my grandmom gave it to me as a gift. And I looked at it and I was like, what in the world is wrong with past me that I did that? And I know I just wanted to protect him, but oh, look at that. Somebody else watches Salty Cracker, I see. Pure blood, super straight white male here. Alrighty, Jill. It's not too late. It's never too late. That's crazy. Not going back. Stage famine and supply disruption already arranged. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I can't not believe that it can get better, though. Yeah. I hate it too, Lee. I do. Let's talk about EMPs for a minute, shall we? Is anybody else a Tucker fan? You don't have to be. But that's who you're going to hear right now. All right. I don't need to be this big. Tucker does. All right.
Possibly be the motive for not defending yourself in a sensible way from an EMP attack? Like, I don't get that at all.
Support from the electrical industry.
Ooh, really?
And I should say that the EMP committee, their estimate was 8 to 9 out of every 10 Americans could lose their life by the end of the first year. 500,000 people in the air at any given time on 1,000 flights.
I just want to pause for 1 second to respond to someone. Jason said the thing that got me about the scandemic vaccine and that I lost friends arguing about was people said, you have to get it. Do you not care about making others ill? But they were just mind washed. And that's I agree, because the vaccine didn't stop you from catching it or passing it on. And those masks certainly didn't do anything. I agree with you. I lost friends too. And it's really, really sad because some people that I've known probably the longest in my life, I don't talk to anymore because they shut down completely when they found out that I felt that way. I was completely, they understood everything that I feel. You know, I am a Trump supporter. I hate this. I hate that. They had me pegged just because I didn't want to get the vaccine. So, hey, Andrew. All right, we're going to get back to this. Sorry, I just really wanted to acknowledge that. Yep. Gaslighting.
Right, so that's lost.
Everyone on an airplane does.
Right, so that's 500,000 people at any moment. Very quickly after that, the SCADA systems begin to fail and you have fire, you have flood. Within 72 hours, you have meltdown at all nuclear facilities. Refrigeration has gone out at supermarkets and at the regional food warehouses. So the food supply ends. You know, there's no access to ATMs or money or financial structure of any type. No access to your prescription medications. You know, no access to law enforcement, and no clean water and no food.
So the threats to the grid and to the lives of 350 million Americans are completely real and in some sense imminent. Like, we know this is going to happen at some point.
See, I don't like saying that an EMP is imminent, but I will say it's obviously one of the major threats that we hear about. And it would be pretty effective. I mean, it would take everything down. I don't know if have I told you guys the story of when I lost power in Maine. There was a huge storm and there's like 1.3 million people in Maine total. And 400,000 people plus were without power. So half our state was without power. And when I say this was apocalyptic, I will find a video and show you guys. I'll link it somehow or do something to show you, because at the end of, I was lucky because the street that I lived on was kind of uphill, but you couldn't drive down it. I had to go back the opposite way. All of the gas stations were closed. Every ATM was closed. It was very apocalyptic. It was like this for 4 days. And I walked to the end of my road and I couldn't go any further at some point. And I saw the little river that was there. It was up over the houses along the riverbank. I could see only the tips of the roof of the houses. So that's how crazy it got. And let me tell you, it is just like a movie, the way people react real quick. I managed to find a gas station that accepted cash. So luckily I had cash with me. Now, always do I have cash with me because the ATMs didn't work. So it was just like 50 or 60 bucks I had on me, and I fed it into the gas pump. First of all, when's the last time you saw one that accepts cash, by the way? But anyway, Maine. So put it in. The person before me had gotten gas and it worked and they left. And when other people saw me putting money in, they got out of their cars. I'm telling you, were huddled around. It was really scary. I was like, we got to get out of here. I have to leave now. So got in the car, like tried to do the gas. It wouldn't work. It was out. They were the last people to get it. And then, of course, the building was closed because they didn't want to deal with all of this nonsense and the people. This was going to happen eventually. So now my last 60 bucks was gone. Had to wait till power came back to get it back. It was scary. I had like 13 miles till E, and that was about the way home. Really scary. People get really crazy really fast. Let's see. The book 1 Second After by William Fortune is the best scenario story that seems most realistic for an EMP attack in America. Very real threat. It is a real threat, absolutely, but one I hope we never have to deal with. We've been warned about the grid. Yeah, we have since the 90s. Art Bell, yes. Yep. So glad to catch a live. We went to the Sand Hills today, Florida's mountains. That's awesome. Hope it was fun. Oh, you guys, for a week, you guys were without power and water in Texas. I'm sure you saw the same kind of stuff that I did. People are out of hand. It really is. There's no other way to describe it other than it's like a movie. It really is. You immediately feel that I need to get to safety. This is going bad. It really was like a zombie movie. Yes, Y2K. It seems like we were all so scared of Y2K and, all ready for this crazy thing to happen. And then it didn't. And now we weren't ready. And all of this stuff is happening. Oh, thank you. Safe but scared, like many others, I'm sure. Shall we learn about The Mist? I rewatched The Mist the other day and this hit me.
Man, I ain't the only one that's hearing this. What the fuck is that? There's no trains around here.
Um, so they verified, or that, at least they said that they weren't near a train or anything like that. What I kind of thought is maybe it's near some sort of like cargo container dock or something like that. Or I don't know. I don't know, but it sounds like something really creepy from the sky. Very War of the Worlds. Jay, you didn't miss anything. You probably did it right. There really was no big deal. It was kind of like doing nothing and then nothing happened. So your day was probably more eventful than most. I think we all died in 2012 like the Mayans thought, and we are all in some kind of limbo matrix program while we wait for the game of life to be reset. I would be lying if I said that I haven't said that myself out loud to other people. But I think it might be part of the game to make you feel that way. And by the game, I mean what they want. They want you to feel like you don't know what's going on and so confused that you question things like that. I'm high too, makes sense. That's why we have Mandela effects. Yep, that's true. You've heard them out there? St. Louis, right? Thank you. Thank you that I've gotten my sound issues mostly under control. I agree with the word mostly. I'm working on it. And thank you. Starting to think the tectonic plates of the earth are moving and echoing off the atmosphere. Insane sounds all around the world. Yeah. Yeah. James, have you heard the theory of Hadron Collider, time slipping and all, and that's why the Mandela effect is happening? They say it happened in 1988 also. Maybe time really is nothing. And it's just a bunch of resets and it's all always us. It's always you and me. And maybe we don't know each other in this life, but in other ones we have. And maybe we are all the souls that just recycle over and over and over. Who knows? Yep, St. Louis. I'm in Kansas. We don't get any action. Well, consider yourself lucky for now, at least. I think that probably will change because it seems like things are happening all over the place. These sounds remind me of construction site noises. That's what I thought too, but underground. I think they're extending the dump. What is that? And they call you an old soul. Other than tornadoes during the summer. Well, that's something. Tornadoes in the summer are something. I used to watch the Weather Channel a lot just for fun. Those tornadoes are no joke. The soul groups are circles. Yes, you have said that. You have had a very eloquent explanation of the soul groups and circles, and I definitely agree with you. I think we all have known each other, and I really believe that. Time only exists in our human reality. It's not a thing in the spirit realm. Yeah, I mean, it's a human construct, right? Time. Deep underground military bases. Well, what are they doing down there? Why are they so loud? They used to be quiet. We didn't hear this stuff before. Got the military jackhammers down there. I remember once hearing the T-Rex sounds from Jurassic Park echoing in the sky. Me and my cousin followed it deep into the industrial estate, but couldn't locate it. But then years later, got a job in the mass bakery, and it was the silo. Really? The silo was making the sound? How? Upstate New York, you don't get any action there either. Well, hello, Chris from Canada. Welcome. Let's see. Yeah, music. Oh, yeah. It's very weird when you go outside and you hear some sort of strange music playing. It is off-putting. Even though music is wonderful and it's cool, when you hear it in that sort of setting where you know where there's no explanation of where it's coming from, it's really scary. Can't explain it. The silo made the exact sound that I heard. Do you think it was something in the silo or just the silo itself in moving or creaking or something? Not gonna lie, if the aliens landed outside, I'd be one of those idiots trying to meet them and welcome them and get killed first. I think we all would. We'll be in that together, my friend. You are in good company. I know many people here who would be in the same boat. Which is ironic that those of us who can probably contribute and understand what's going on a lot better are going to be the ones to go first because of our curiosities, and all the people who have no clue and never woke up are going to be the ones left. So good luck to those guys. It's just creaking. It's wild. Old things make very weird creaks. So maybe it's something like that. That could be a good explanation. My ET family watches over me. Good for you. We come here to experience what we are not. Are you referring to soul contracts, White Rabbit? Are you referring to coming here with some sort of mission that we don't remember and then... I know. You're exactly who I thought of. All right. Let me see what's next. Oh, speaking of the world just kind of going, apparently we've got something going on out in Cleveland as well. This is scary. Underground fire power outages in downtown Cleveland. Everyone out there, please be safe. I mean, I don't know if we have anybody from Cleveland, but if we do, and if you guys know anybody, please check on them, make sure everyone's safe. This is it does it not feel, at least here, that we are definitely under attack right under our noses? And oh, thank you. That's so nice, Keith. Thank you for saying that. You gave me a little boost of confidence there. um, doesn't it feel like I mean, I know we're always, under attack. The people are always under attack, right? Because we're the pawns. I hate to say we, but that's the masses are the pawns in whatever the scheme and the plan or whatever that they come up with is. But doesn't it just feel a lot more active that we're being actively attacked between the fires and the storms and everything going on down south and everything political, and which also seems like a big game, just a big script. I saw someone the other day dropped a script of what's going to happen in the Super Bowl. So I saved that video and I'll share it tomorrow or something, but I'm really curious to see if it's accurate and if it is. But if it is what? I feel attacked and I feel pretty nervous about where's next now. That's what the new thought is. The new thought isn't it's sad, but it really is where's this going to happen next? What's the news going to be like tomorrow? Cuz I don't watch the news literally ever. The only news I ever see is what pops up on YouTube or when I'm looking for these videos, and it seems like every day there's something. The frequency of these events is upscaling for sure. Fake alien invasion. Then the realities show up later in 2027. How do you know 2027? I just need to know so I can prepare because I've got some stuff to do before then in my life. Electrical fire for sure. Crazy dangerous, hard to contain. Yeah. How would an electrical fire happen underground like this? Does anybody know? And I know maybe that's a dumb question, but I'm kind of just thinking, is it something that was an accident probably, or is it something that something would have to go very wrong for this to happen, so it's pretty clearly some sort of attack? Wires catch fire. How? The fire is scary though. Ever heard of the real silent hill? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, Centralia. Centralia. Yes. That's not that far from me. I went there once. So freaking cool. Yes, the mining community ghost town where the coal mines have been burning for decades underground. Yep. Yep. And you see the smoke coming up. Oh gosh. I wish I could take you all there. It's like an awesome field trip. Maybe I could be like Miss Frizzle and we could get in the magic school bus and all go together. Tariffs were set up between countries to raise prices, drain accounts, and cut meds to the less able. Mm-hmm. Basically, here we experience time. We are born with no knowledge. We experience a range of emotions. We are ultimately looking for love because that is the one thing we remember there being infinite. Good luck. Some power lines run underground. Yes, they do. I have been. Please come on the bus. I will take you. It is so awesome. It is so awesome. Anybody who wants to go to Centralia, I'm down. Let's get it. Let's get it going. Are skyquakes a thing? I haven't looked into it. That's a good question. Probably. I don't think anything's not a thing anymore, is it? Road trip, yes. That would be fantastic. Best day ever. All right. I think our history and the home/cities of our ancestors are buried under our feet. If you buried, say, a mall, all of the inside of it would still be livable. Yeah, it's true. Found it a few times, thinking. The current electrical infrastructure in most U.S. cities are way overdue to be rehabbed. Unfortunately, we may see more fires like this. Also, bridge issues coming soon. I mean, the bridge issues are already issues, aren't they? Jason. Let's go on to the next clip. And we will have a form for everyone to sign up for the Centralia road trip in the Magic School Bus. Don't forget your parents' permission slip. All right. Oh, I'm gonna need to get smaller for this. Beep beep. I'm getting mine signed, BRB. So happy for you, Jason. All right. I need an adult to sign my slip for me. I'll pay you. Okay. I know you're good for it. You don't have to pay though, James. Just bring coffee. Hello, Jason Magic Man Scott. Another Jason. What shall we do? What shall we do about this? We need nicknames now here in the corner. Okay. And oh wait, I just made myself smaller, got distracted, and then made myself bigger again. Sorry, there's too much blank space for me. Okay, we're going. I just want to say, I know the other day I put a video up of, you know, the laser pointer thing, and the guy pointed, or whatever was in there, pointed the laser beam back. Alum and J. I like that. Okay. So we have Jason and we have Alum and J. um and the person was pointing the laser point back. This is not that. Just so you know. There's really no sound here. It's just kind of happening. So what happens though is they're pointing the laser pointer at these two star-like things in the sky that are twinkling and moving around, and then a fleet of them rolls up like their crew. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see all these sparkles, but them ain't stars.
They are all over the fucking place.
Indeed. Look at that.
What the fuck?
Same question here.
Am I seeing shit?
We all are. Now, yeah, they called for backup big time and their friends showed up. So what do we make of this? I'd like to know, what do you think? Because that's obviously way too many planes to be in the sky at once. They all just started. Yeah. Like, why do we need to anger whatever this is? Can't we just be friends? We can be friends. Yeah, I know. I know, James. It's so frustrating. That's what I keep thinking. It's like blurry and just the worst video. But at least in this video, even though it is the worst video, we can definitely tell what's going on. And I, for one, don't know how I feel about it. It is cool, though. This type of footage would have been absolutely incredible 10 years ago. I can't believe we got so jaded to seeing stuff like this. I know. I think it's cool. That's why this channel exists. I'm sure maybe everybody doesn't agree with the things that I choose, but I assure you, everything I put up here is something that either I think is worth pointing out to discuss, or something that I personally, as I saw it, was like, oh, I have to share this with my friends. I'm going to buy a laser and try to get a reaction, then send it to you, Deb. Haha, I live in a really remote in Alaska, so I never get to see any planes in the sky like ever. Maybe you shouldn't point lasers at them then, because I'm really nervous for you. I have to ask though, you live in really remote Alaska. What is it like there? Do you have a town? Is that a dumb thing to ask? Because whenever we see movies about Alaska, it's very remote. I think the only movie I've actually even seen that has Alaska, besides like Snow Doggy type movies, is that one with the vampires. What is it, like 30 Days of Night? Isn't that where they're in Alaska, and because it's nighttime for so long in a row, they just come out and ravage the town? They respond to meat offerings and Jesus' name. My personal experience. They wrote about it in the Bible, explained in detail. I have never actually read the Bible in its entirety. I've definitely read excerpts and, you know, relevant topical things, but I've never read the whole thing. Come on, people. Oh, I don't mind if nobody likes it. I'm just happy that you guys are here. 65, 71 people watching. Oh, you guys. Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind kind of took place in Juneau, Alaska. Oh, really? Okay. Remnants of fireworks falling. But they weren't really falling, were they? Well, I mind. Well, that's because you're the best. So, you're both the best. I've not finished it, but I do surround my life in the word. I'm done being cursed, saved by grace. That's amazing, Bane. I'm so sorry that day I called you Brian. I felt like a jerk. Bane. Bane is a cool name. It's Batman, man. But yeah, that's awesome that you feel that way and that you feel saved and that life is going well. I'm really happy for you. Remember South Park? Yeah, I know. Trust. I live in a village. Oh, back to Alaska. I live in a village of 12 people. We make our money from salmon. I love living here, but I do miss civilization time to time. But I could get a bush plane flight if I really needed to leave. Wow. How long have you lived in Alaska? I am before, but okay. Well, then they stole it from you because it was a cool name. Let's move on. I don't know what this clip is. I don't remember, but I named it Blue Stuff. I usually because okay, when I upload the clips into OBS to make these, I try you can rename them, so I just name them something that's something. Like the last one was Laser Buddies, so I knew what it was. But this one I named Blue Stuff, and it could either be some sort of cake or something in the sky. I don't know what it is. We're gonna find out. Definitely James, but remember it's Salem and Jay. Sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Would be a bigger bummer. So these are much more valuable types of crops, and you got to be a lot more careful around them. And it really hasn't been until recently that technology has advanced.
I'll just read the caption really quick so I can get it out of the way. Drone filmed up close, changing shape and becoming a conventional helicopter. I enjoy the word conventional here, as though we may think it's something else.
The point where we can do these kinds of things in these very, very tight spacing, very bright.
I'm just gonna turn the volume down and talk over this because what I see here is a projection of the Earth. And my opinion is that I now see why I said Blue Stuff, because it's that project that they work on. And it goes hand in hand with the fog that people have had tested the vapors from it, I suppose. And there's metals in it or aluminums, which is obviously part of that project. So supposedly I think they're saying it's a helicopter. It turned into a helicopter. It doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm saying. I think it's that project. Yep. Same as the Chinese hologram show. Great mind. You, Tony, what's your name? Wait, who's Tony? What's happening here? I missed something. I'm just reading. Sorry. Here, I want to go back though, because it really, look at that. That does not look like a helicopter. Look at that. What is this? Look at. Okay. Okay, come on. That's the Earth. I'm not so far behind in my conspiracies that I don't know what Earth looks like. Jason Magic Man Scott. When are you going to have Uncle George or Grandmom come on as guest host? Honestly, that's really funny that you say that because I was just thinking of having okay. I have a confession. I'm gonna confess something to you guys. Okay. So you know how I say good night to my family and stuff like that? I never told anybody in my family that I do this. So the reason that I say that though is I wanted to be like, hey guys, check this out. I have 10,000 followers or whatever. And I wanted them to be like super impressed or something. I don't know. I just didn't want to say anything. because it's something that I hold close to me, and I hate when people like brag about stuff, and I didn't want to seem like I was bragging, to be honest. I didn't want to be like, "Hey guys, I have a YouTube channel. I'm cooler than everyone else in the family," or something. So I never told them, but I was planning on telling them one day, so I put that in so that they can see that I still love them even though I hid it from them. But the other day, I, was having a major talk with my mom about life and things and changes that are going on in my life and just important things that we had to discuss. And I told her about it. And one of my thoughts was about how I really think it would be hilarious for you guys to meet my mom because she is a character and she will dispute everything that I say here. And it will be hilarious, but I would love for you guys to meet her. And honestly, my grandma, but she hates being on camera. It's a light filmed at a distance. Yeah, I know that it's a light filmed at a distance, but I've never seen a light look like that. Have you? Hmm. Ace Combat 7 vid game. I have videos of a drone thing, a flying wing using force field that resembles the UAPs. It's South Park thing. Two guys on separate boats yelling at each other. I don't know if it's cute, but it's what happened. But they know now. I will say, I did the other last week, I told my uncle Dan because he is all about this stuff. Like he goes hunting for Bigfoot in the woods and stuff like that. So I was like, I really want somebody else in my life to know about this. So I told him and he watches now. So, hey, Dan, Uncle Dan, if you're out there, love you. Mama Webb. She would love that, I'm sure. She'll make you all gift baskets and stuff. She's hilarious and adorable. It is a projection. That's what I think. George Jetson and his boy Elroy. I think you could be right. Maybe it's something Rosie's doing. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. Uncle Dan's awesome. I think you'd like him a lot. He's got a lot of life experience. He's been through some stuff and he has come out the other side a much better person for it. A couple weeks ago, I saw a drop about plasma shielding on aircraft and drones. Oh, so kind of like invisibility shields, do you mean? You gotta go snipe hunting. Stars are too. So I also want to apologize if, let me see, if I'm reading like slightly slow because it's very small because I have it like window and window and my contacts are kind of blurry. I wanted to wear my glasses, but they just shine so you would just see like the glare the whole time. So I squint. I made it near the end. Oh, it's not the end yet. We still got what? Let me see. I have 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're good. You've got a couple. No, like evaporate the bullet or missile plasma. Oh, what? Oh, that's some Lockheed stuff you're talking about. Good. Glad. Yeah, mine get dry too. What kind do you use? I use AccuView Oasis because they seem like they have this Hydra stuff, and I've tried other contacts and they make my eyes even drier. So I think my real problem is that I keep them for way too long. You're supposed to switch them out every 2 weeks, and I do not. I just don't. I don't know. Because I'm like, I can still see, but then I get blurry, so can I really? Told you Star Wars and Star Trek is predictive programming. Amen to that. Didn't know you were live. Hello. Yep, I believe it was it was kind of like Christine, it was like a last minute thing. I just, wanted to. Yep, I believe it was mentioned name, Old Lockheed. Tisk tisk on them. All those private contractors. I totally forgot to find that document for you guys. Just forget it. Never mind. We're going to move on. And again, there we go. Are we alive though? Oh, we're alive. Oh, we are alive, my friend. I think. Oh my gosh, Keith, thank you. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Truly. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you all being here. I know this was last minute, but I felt the need for a family meeting. All right, let's go. I named this one for the record, Wrath. All I know is that's some high tech, or we lived and died many, many times. I think so too. Hello, above average Joe.
The following footage comes from a group of girls out of Mexico as they were walking down the street, and this is a once-in-a-million experience. They were jokingly talking about the lightning coming down and striking, and as they're walking, and literally as she says that, lightning strikes directly next to them. It's almost as if the gods were listening. Take a look at this. Tell me what you think.
Que caiga un rayo si somos fieles. 1, 2, ahí cae. ¡Bumba! ¡Fa! Que caiga un rayo si somos fieles. 1, 2, ahí cae. ¡Bumba! ¡Fa!
How do you even explain that? Hello, host and chat. Well, hello, voice out. She's psychic, or she made it happen. She could just have magic. The magic to harness lightning. But that's pretty on point. How many people can say something like that's happened to them? I'm sure, actually. Probably a few, but not with lightning. Let alone being that close to lightning when it strikes. But now you're the one that called upon it? I think that's crazy. Manifesting in real time. This person has skills with the manifestation. She did. She knows how to do that spell for sure. Kinetic energy. Hello, Oscar. Thank you. She needs to get a superhero suit. I don't know. Maybe she's a villain. She's hitting trees with lightning. That doesn't sound like a good guy to me. There we go. Chanted. That makes sense. Chanted. Changed. I was like, changed. Lightning hit a plum tree behind the house and exploded it. I just happened to be at the window. I almost jumped out of my skin. Almost. Oh my gosh. Is the plum tree okay? Can trees still be okay after this happens, or does it kill them? She's Electra. Yeah. I watched the October 7th Israel-Gaza party. Allah God correcting his people from their bad things. Super satanic party. And war breaks out. Everyone that prayed survived. Wow. When you get hit by lightning, it means that person most likely will win the lottery. I'm guessing. It's a 1 in a million chance. Yeah. That was Captain Barkface McTree and his henchmen, the Twig brothers. Will they ever be the same? There's a dude that's been hit so many times and is still alive. Google it. I will. But I also want to mention, if anybody remembers the episode of X-Files with Giovanni Ribisi where he can harness the lightning and they play that amazing song, Hey Man, Nice Shot. I play that song when I want to feel like a badass. And I always remember him out there at the arcade with the lightning. Who knows what I'm talking about? Plum tree was cooked to the roots, exploded and burning in heavy rain. Oh my gosh. It was awesome. I was doing packing away a car boot sale with my dad, and lightning hit the car park next Oh my God, across from us, like a few feet away from the car. Sounds like you guys are lucky to be okay. Kind of like gas. If it happens once, it's gonna happen again. That's sweet. We are. All right. Let's see what we've got now. Oh, I think just a little cartoon for you. It's short, but I liked it. The Great Outdoors. John Candy. Oh, I miss John Candy. Supposedly, if you're outside and your hair stands up, a lightning will hit. Really? Do you mean really? So, like static, most likely, right? You were laughing at the prune tree? But he's dead. Don't laugh at the prune tree. All right. Cartoon time. We are electric beings, so it makes sense. Yeah, but have you ever called lightning? Because although I haven't tried, I don't think I want to. But I think maybe I could. I'm starting to think. After the stun. Yeah. All right. Let's learn about the housing market.
We don't buy these houses to live in. We buy them in bulk, shrinking the number of homes on the open market, skewing mortgage rates, and exacerbating the housing crisis. Then, thanks to low supply, we charge whatever we want for rent. It's all part of our company motto. Fuck you!
Yeah. So that is something I hadn't considered, that they are buying up property when, because obviously the housing market, it's a seller's market, it's a buyer's market. It goes up, it goes down. Houses are really expensive, houses are affordable. It just does that. But it didn't occur to me that it wasn't because of us buying houses. It's because they want to do that and orchestrate that. And I don't know why that didn't occur to me until I saw this. Is there anything that is not in this script? How long has this whole thing been planned? Or do you think they plan, certain numbers of years ahead? But one thing that comes to my mind a lot about this stuff is, if all this stuff has been in motion for this long, why? Because most of the people who began it all won't be here when it gets to whatever, like 1984 levels, right? The George Orwell, they won't even be here. So why do they care about going in this direction? I don't get it. And one of the things that really made me think this thought was Nancy Pelosi. When she was really active in all the stuff, she kills it in the stock market, but I was thinking, you're obviously a part of this problem. You are obviously orchestrating and trying to lead it down some terrible path that's already been written. Why? Why does it affect you? The same with Biden. Why do you want to hurt the country and people? Illuminate baseball cards. They live forever. Since Rome and before Rome didn't end, this is Rome. Yeah. Evil. Control. In 1999, a house cost $50,000. Now a car costs more than that. I know. And not just any car. It's a car that's being sold on the side of the road. And not that there's anything obviously wrong with that, but the point is, you're not just talking about dealership cars. It used to be, you go to a dealership, you can expect to pay 20, 30, whatever. If you want a truck or an SUV, yeah, you're looking at 50 more, whatever. But you see somebody selling their car out front of their house, it's what, 2,000, 3,000, maybe if it's like a really nice car, it's 10,000, but you're buying it from them. So it's always less. That's not the case. That is not the case. I stopped to look at cars a lot just to see how much people are charging. And I have seen them on the side of the road for $50,000. Who is like, oh, yes, yes, yes. Who is doing that? And if you are, why don't you just go buy a truck? Look at Deb, all passionate. Oh gosh, you have no idea. You have no idea. It's already 1984. Accept your fellow citizens, our big brother reporting on each other. Yep. Isn't that the saddest? That was just like during the Capitol riots, raids, on the 6th. I remember hearing lots of reports about kids turning in their parents who were there. And I just thought, what is wrong with people that you can't even trust your own family? Hi, Rob. Yes, hi, Rob. I paid $1,000 for my car in 2020. It's in its prime. Nice. That's awesome. You got a good one. If I'm given a choice, I will never hold physical form again. Ever. I'm sure you'll get the choice, but I hope you do decide to come back because I think that once we're all done here, you go and you kind of get like a review and you discuss your findings and what you've learned. And I think you're going to want to come back. I think it feels like that in the difficult times, but I think that once you, you know, contemplate on it, see what you've learned, feel what you feel about it, and then once you're back in your safe home place after this, when the time comes, you will probably choose to come back because there's always another lesson and you'll realize time is infinite and it's just a lifetime. Why not? Why not learn something else? Please hold us. I wish I could. Um, high five. Demons come through TV, ruin lives, seems harmless, but acid and Jesus changed my life. Acid? Why are we doing the face slap? Jay Aileman. My soul review will be a lot of looking at the chart than at me with that eyebrow up. Whoa, Dad, look at her. She's deep. You go, girl. Oh, you guys are funny. Because of the state of the world, I know, but it can get better. It can get better, and all we need to do is be better and be good to each other. And sometimes I think it's really great that we're all waking up to this stuff and learning and questioning and just being inquisitive generally. Like I've said before, we can fix it. Yes, that's my favorite. And like I've said before, I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm just here to try and get you to think because I think that is so important that we all think for ourselves. I totally lost my train of thought, but yeah, it was going somewhere. It's very difficult to stay hopeful and positive. It is. It is. But, oh, that's what I was going to say. Thank you, James. And we will see better days, Oscar. I totally agree with you. I think that it's important for us to be awake and to learn and to watch these videos and to come up with our ideas and everything that we do. But I also think it's important to recognize when you're feeling overwhelmed by it and when it becomes too much. Because that does happen. That happens to me, and I'm sure it happens to you. You get overwhelmed. And at that point, I think it's important to, like, I don't know, like a Ferris wheel or something, like come back down to earth and just look at the reality that is your life, the people in your life, and kind of recenter, because it's easy once you get out there and so much information is just on all sorts of topics. It's easy for you to fall apart and feel like the ground that you're standing on is not solid anymore. So you have to kind of come back down and then regroup. Astronauts gone wild. That sounds really dirty to me. It does. Does anyone else think that Astronauts Gone Wild sounds really kinky? There's an asteroid heading towards Earth predicted to hit in 2032. At least I'll get to see the next Scream movie. Shoot, with these hypothesizing. You're funny. I think I saw that movie. It does. I'm gonna check it out. Oh, Popka. Armageddon. You guys are so funny. All right. This one's just random. But I learned it today. I was just kidding. Just so you know, I was just kidding. It's a documentary. I'm sure it's actually very good. I will find it. Maybe I'll watch it later. You're gonna say leave the world behind. I could paint a picture of astronauts. Oh, yes. I do. I fell asleep during Leave the World Behind. Oh my gosh. It's shameful. How many Scream movies are there in total? Is it 7? I'm gonna be honest with you. I only really watched the first few, like over and over. They lost me at New York, as some of you know. How many Scream movies are there? There's Scream. There's Scream 2. There's Scream 3. There's Scream 4. Then there's Scream. Okay. And then there is 6. And then there is 7, which is coming next year. So, yes, 7. Hold on. I have to bring my screen back up. I've gotten lost. Okay. 15. I wish there were 15. 7, yes. Lost count. 6 with the 7th coming. Yeah. Yes, 6 so far. But how did he know we were talking about Scream? I don't know. I didn't tell anyone. Did you? I don't know. That's wild, though. We're like still talking about Scream. Did you know Jews and Muslims and Freemasons worship Allah? Oh my gosh, this reminds me of something. Oh, I wish I remembered before this. I have a book addiction, as some or at least one of you know. And I go on eBay every now and then. I really try to find the oldest books I can find that are reasonable. I love them. And one of the books, I'm uncharacteristically freaked out. It's the universe. I'm sorry, I'm getting very distracted because people are talking about Scream, and I don't know if you know how much I freaking love Scream. So. I wouldn't be surprised if there will be a Scream 20. I'll be here for it. Oh, so I look for really old books, and one of the old books that I have is about secret societies, and it's called, I think, Freemasons and Secret Society, the Modern Secret Society. I don't know, but it's from the early 1900s, and it has all sorts of stuff in it. I haven't read it because it's so fragile, but I have it in a bag that I keep it safe. But I'm very curious. I bet it says exactly what you're saying about Allah. I like kitties, lo-fi, and pepperoni pizza. I like that. 7 is too many. Hi. I can't. It felt like I just got stabbed through the screen. I just got stabbed. Hey, Sarah. Oh my gosh. Well, good morning to you, Alan. True ain't character in the mask, so easy to recast. It's not. It's not. No. Yes, I love secret societies. I could probably have an entire channel about secret societies with how much I love them. I love you guys too. You guys are awesome. JFK told us about them. I kind of want to start a secret society. Do you think we can have one? What would we even do? I don't know. Please do, Deb. I'll be here for it. I think we should. I think we could. Have you guys ever heard of Unicle? Since you're into secret societies and culty things, I assume, if you're into that, there is this girl. Her name is Unicle. And she started a cult, and it's on YouTube. And I have seen a couple of videos, just enough to get the vibe. You will too, very, very quickly. If they underutilize Stu even 1%, there's an, oh my, I'll be there with you, babe. Trust me. What happened to the guitar? Wait, is my guitar gone? It's right there. But it won't stay in tune, and it's driving me insane. I keep picking it up because I'm trying to learn a new song, and every time I go to tune it, one string won't stay, and it just skips out. And I think it's because I never used to change my strings myself, and I did it myself last time, and maybe I suck at it. Sounds hot. What sounds hot? Make lots of babies. I have no kids. Not a kid. 0. Unless my fur babies count. You'll have to do the kid making for me, friend, and just pass the message along. Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you, guys. My guitar has the same issue. Yeah. How do you today when I was getting ready for this, I was thinking about it because it irks me to death. And I was thinking, I'll just play anyway, and I'll just pretend that I don't hear how out of tune it is in that one string, just so I can at least learn the song and then eventually get it fixed and be able to play it. You guys, oh my gosh. All right, let's go to Laserfish.
I think I've just discovered the best thing in the world. We all know cats like laser lights. But did you know that your fish do too?
I did not know that fish also like laser pointers, but I love it. I love it. And I actually have looked into that. Can't play the guitar, but I can rock a kazoo. Oh my God. It's the missing part of the band. Yes. I've been waiting for a kazoo guy to come along. Laserfish Boy. That's our band name. Laserfish Boy. Oh my God. That's hilarious. That's a great band name. You guys are funny. Oh, with your guitar, give it some time. Keep playing and retuning it. The strings have to stretch a bit after. I retune it all the time, like every day. Every day, it breaks my heart a little by little. A video on the kangaroos that go around fighting people in Australia would be hilarious. Hilarious. See, I worry about those kinds of things. I feel like they end up getting hurt too. And even though it's the kangaroos attacking, that's who I feel bad for. Makes me think of Taserface from Guardians of the Galaxy. I've never seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I seriously have like 10 movies that are my movies, and I watch them over and over. And then when I'm tired of movies, I put on a show that I've seen 10,000 times. I think it's a comfort thing. I don't know. I would make a video playing it if it sounded halfway decent, but it does not. Kangaroos are very tough. They're okay. It's upsetting that kangaroos are considered vermin in Aussie. It's metaphorical. I don't like videos with any animal cruelty. Me neither. Watch the Battlestar Galactica reboot series. Okay. It sounds very Dwight Schrute. Although you're the one that said that you don't like Scream. So do I trust you? I'm going to show you guys a really weird video. I don't know if I've shown it before. Burn. All right. I don't know if I've shown you this before, but whether I have or haven't, it is worth watching, and I think it's gonna make you happy. Got plenty of other things to watch first. I know, don't I ever? And that list is long and long and long. Hey, at least I did my missed rewatch. It's not in order, but I did it. But then I just like regressed back into House of a Thousand Corpses and went right back to my standards. There should be tougher laws for people who commit animal cruelty. I couldn't agree with you more. Truly. The things that people get away with. And the other thing. Oh. No comment. So, the other thing that I find terrible about animal cruelty is I've heard of many cases where animals have gotten out and bitten someone, and then the animal is put down. And I understand that this is a very difficult place to be in. And I know people close to me who have had stuff like this happen. And of course, it's tragic and terrible, but it makes me think, especially if an animal has gone 10 years without any violence and then suddenly is in a crazy position where they're stressed and they feel backed into a corner. They don't know where they are. They're running around the streets and they forget where their kibble dish is and they don't know what's going on. And somebody gets in their face. I mean, I bite too. I don't know. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Never look into a band called KFC Murder Chicks. Lost a phone and my Google account was hacked from a YouTube video. What? Never looked into a band called KFC Murder. Oh, called KFC Murder Chicks. I lost a phone and my Google account was hacked from a YouTube. That's crazy. The people under the stairs? What do you mean by that? People under the stairs. That comment freaks me out. Now I'm just wondering about the people under the stairs. Generally, animals only attack people with strange and threatening auras. At least that's my perspective. I agree that is one factor, but I don't think it's the only factor because I've known people who got attacked as children, very small children. One of Master Craven's worst films that. Oh. I have not seen. Are you shocked? That movie was fire. People under the stairs. Someone likes it. I am curious that we have people who like this movie and people who don't like this movie. What did you love about it and what did you hate about it? In like one sentence. And we'll be the judge. They Live is a must watch. Really, people? For a Craven film, it sucked. Well, no doubt he can do better. Oh, speaking of, I have a thing. It's a fairly new thing, but I have a thing for Zippo lighters. I just think they're cool. I just think it's like the badass thing to be able to like pull out one. I don't know. And I just got this one. I don't know if you can see it, but I love it. And I just want to carry it around so that if anybody ever needs a light, I can be like, I've got a Nightmare on Elm Street. That's Wes Craven, though. Wes Craven. Love him. I digress. Okay, I will watch it. Elm Street Zippo. That's right. They Live is on her list. She'll get to it. Eventually. Correct. The People Under the Stairs. Classic. Ooh. Can you open it by flicking 2 fingers on it? What does that mean? I don't know the tricks yet. Do you mean like... No, probably is the answer. Not yet. Pull it out and light it with 1 stroke. Oh, that would be badass. I can do that. Don't get the fluid on your skin. It will blister. I have a horrifying fear. When I because obviously they come in the mail not with fluid in it. So I put it in, and I scrubbed my hands so insanely much before trying it because I had this terrible fear that I was going to light it and my whole hand was just going to catch on fire. Ugh. There's a word on a box paper from the Reddit story about a homeless girl band and her band. I solved the video in the comments after reverse searching. I don't understand. Put your thumb under it and 2 fingers on top, and then squeeze the fingers together and make the top open. Okay. I'm going to hold this one for support. Let me try the other one. Because this one, I don't know if you can tell, is like really thin. I can't. I think my hands are too small. I'll work on it and I will watch a YouTube video. Also, Zippy Fuel will make a tick, let go, and run. Wash area immediately after. Oh. Good to know. Ticks freak me out a lot. Did YouTube mute you? Am I muted? Merch. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Am I muted right now? Does anyone else hear me? Okay, you can hear me? Okay. Maybe you muted me. For the word when you read the comment. Interesting. One sec. I have to cough. Okay. All right. So anyway, we're going to watch this video. 1,000 shirt collection. Blood-sucking parasites. Oh. Sorry. I think I just read it too fast or something. They muted that word. Oh. 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 Oh, I understand. Sorry. Well, Wes Craven is awesome. So I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. All right. So this is weird, but awesome. And it's going to stick in your head. Absolutely, he is. Wes Craven forever. Have fun in the morning. Think about who some caffeine is on the cards. I feel that. Although it's not 1 in the morning here. It's 8:24. Or so they say. Yes, he did. Not as much as Halloween, Rob Zombie. All right, we're going to watch something weird, okay? It's awesome. It's beautiful. It will live in your mind rent-free for at least the rest of this night. And you're welcome. Rob forever.
Did you ever rap on cha-cha-cha music? Maybe we can do a little experiment, you know? The band, me and the band, we play like a German cha-cha-cha schlager, and you just, you know, throw some raps.
Honestly, his face is so hilarious. Like, he's like, are you kidding me? I want to start it over. Date him indeed. No, you didn't. Stop. Stop. No, you didn't. You.
Cha-cha-cha music. Maybe we can do a little experiment, you know? The band, me and the band, we play like a German cha-cha-cha schlager, and you just, you know, throw some raps. I count in 4 and you start rapping. What do you think about that?
Go ahead, let me try.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here I go. lyrical. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm spiritual. On the microphone, I tell you up in stereo. I'm like the grand wizard, yes, I'm the imperial. I have no fucking clue what the fuck I'm doing, but Freifik Mushi, your whole life is ruined. If you try to step to me, your life's in jeopardy, cause I will seek you out
und Zitrone oder Sahne in den Tee und dazu den ganzen Tag lang nur Amor. Das ist wunderbar, Senor. Now it's your part again, it's your part again, it's your part again.
Yes, here we go, break it down. I got the crown, I'm about to take it now. Yo, I got my man and he's on the guitar. And when it comes to lyrics, I go so far. Like a car that I'm driving. So
Politics aside, my friend, I thought this was a gem. I just love the way it progresses as well. He goes from being like, what is this that I'm involved in, to being like, I'll play along. The guy cuts him off, and my first thought was, who cuts off M? And he's like, okay, goes with it. And then he's like, your part again. So they basically make this song, and then the dancing happens. It's all just so beautiful. You might not be able to stand him, but this is funny. He did a good job, I think, in this scenario. I look a lot like him. I was walking down the street in San Diego, and a girl was like, oh my God, it's Eminem. I said, you can call me Marshall. That's hilarious. It's funny. That's really funny. I think that's all I have. Now we're just hanging out. His face is funny. Yeah, that's all I have. And I would say that's actually a lot more than I anticipated having. We've got like an hour and a half here, which is pretty awesome considering I did it. I put these together really quick. To each their own, I personally think he's the truth. I definitely don't understand what's going on with his involvement politically, but he's really good. I also really don't like Machine Gun Kelly at all, but I think his counter diss was so good. I hate that I enjoy it, but I play it. It's the only thing by him that I will play, but it's so good. It's such a good diss track. He is a nugget, all the way nugget, but you tell me that diss track isn't gold. Awesome show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Down for Centralia. All right. We have more people coming to Centralia with us. Chicken nuggets. Got that right. I hope everybody had fun. This was really fun. I loved it last time. I'm sorry that it took me this long to do it again and that there was no warning. But that's me. Gonna stay out of this one, Eminem. Personally, I'm done with him, but great show anyway. I appreciate that. Love and blessings to everyone. Love and blessings to you guys. I could not thank you enough, especially you guys over the pond, for being here. I know. I don't think he did it either. I don't think he wrote it. That's for damn sure. I just said that the other day. But what? You know, I don't like MGK at all. At all. I also think he's a poser. Such a poser. And a fake. Just a general nugget. Oh my gosh. You are so kind, guys. I hate my voice. I actually made it so that I can't hear myself coming out, because if I hear myself, I will get too weird. Why does my keyboard misspell words for me so often? I spell it and it changes when I send. Witchcraft, I say. I wonder if you have some sort of auto correct setting going on. Is it your phone or is it your actual computer that's doing that? Tom McDonald is a goat. I'll watch this all day long. I despise autocorrect too. Oh my gosh, because this is awful. I don't mind like singing and stuff, but talking, I feel like I sound like a nugget. No, 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 no. No. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Well, at least you're willing to tolerate me, and that's all that matters to me. That honestly. You guys are amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. No. All right. Is anybody doing anything fun the rest of the day? I hope you had a great weekend. I hope, I mean, for everybody who's still got time, like James, are you 2 hours behind or 3? Which time zone are you? 1. Oh, only 1? Really? Okay, so it's 7:30 for you. So that's not bad. You still have a whole night. Read bedtime stories, kind of. You know what? Before this is embarrassing too, but right, we're family here. So before I started this channel, I was debating on what kind of channel to start. And one of the things that I was going to do is read stories. Like old Grimm's fairy tale stories. Like go to the woods, put a chair and set it up and like read Grimm's fairy tales to people. That's what I was going to do. It's early, but I'm old. Old is a state of mind, my friend. Yeah. Pretty late. Coffee and film. Film? Alaska prison. What does Alaska prison mean? 5:30. 7:30. Oh, you're right here in New York, so you're right here with me on time. Grimm's are the real scary stories. Yeah, I love Grimm's fairy tales. Oh my gosh. No, no, no. You guys are so nice. I really appreciate you and the interactions that we have here. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you feel better. You know, anytime that I'm having a day and I'm like, you know, I just want to not do anything. You know how you just have those days? I always want to come here, even if I don't feel like, getting ready or setting up or looking for videos or anything. Like, I am always motivated to be here because I love coming here and talking to you guys. You listen to The Secret Garden every night? Really? Like an audiobook? That's amazing. The internet does have good things, and I hope to remind you guys of that. I assure you that I am in your cheering session as well. You guys are incredible. I have a really cool superpower. Ooh, tell me. Tell me, tell me. Tell us. Jason, is it the Sarah? Oh my god. What if it is? Do that, read something. Well, perhaps not right now. Maybe it'll be a different channel. I think most. Oh, come on. What? What if it is? What if she found you? I'm just kidding. What? I don't like that. Whoever just said don't look behind you. Why did we say that? Did someone see something behind me? What? Wait, why are you saying that? What is happening? Stop. What are you talking about? Can someone I trust tell me that I'm okay? I'm gonna sign off. You promise? Okay, that's fine then. You guys are mean, but I get freaked out really easily, but I did forget to do this today. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, my darling friends who don't want to scare me to my core. I mean, the funny thing is I can see behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see myself, but I see nothing. But I'm wondering if you guys could see something because we watch weird stuff here. And I have like my pull down attic right up here, and everything's just weird and scary. Yes, in fact. Actually, I was in Harry Potter, and this was one of the props that I took. You know. Okay, thank you. That's scary. When collectively a whole bunch of people just suddenly tell you that there's something behind you. That's some scary stuff. Oh, James, didn't you say you were rewatching The Walking Dead? Can I ask where you are? Please tell me you're kidding about what? Oh, no. I was not in Harry Potter. No. No. I'm pretty sure they only cast people from the United Kingdom. I do remember when there was a casting call for Luna Lovegood, though. I remember when they were casting for her. And I looked it up. Never watched a single. Never. It's a good one. It's a good one. You've also said that you never saw Breaking Bad, though, didn't you? Keith, that is so nice of you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. You don't have to do that. I just love being here with you guys. I like that you said nothing happened, though. That's why I won't tell you someone behind you. You guys are funny. I know. I think both of those are really good shows, but they're both investment shows. You know how there are shows that you can put on in the background and like not care that much? This is not those. You need to watch every second and be invested. Yeah. Breaking Bad and Walking Dead are some of my favorite all-time shows. Absolutely. At least of the modern times. The Venture Brothers. I don't think I've ever seen it. As far as cartoons go, I think the last show that I watched like that was probably BoJack Horseman. Season 3. Wait. Oh, okay. Season 3 descended today. Okay. I just thought you couldn't draw a zombie movie out to be a series. How wrong was I? Oh. Oh. Mm. Wrong. Because it's a lot of the social stuff too. And it's about survival. So it's about moving from one place to another. Like one place stops working out or something happens or another group of people, because at the end of the world, everyone, gets in their groups. And so it's all about that survival thing that we were talking about earlier. Have I watched From? I have not. Yes, I figured. Supernatural, I have never seen either. Wayward Pines, my gosh. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Yeah, I recommend The Walking Dead to anybody, truly. It's such a good show. It's unfortunately only on Netflix, which I got rid of on principle many years ago, and then I got it back for something. I think the Serrano fight, that Tyson thing we don't talk about. And then I just kept it because I remembered that The Walking Dead was on there, and Blacklist, I watched that again. Oh, you didn't miss the train? This train is for you. Come on. Fear the Walking Dead was actually really good. I was nervous. I had actually read the comics of The Walking Dead before it became a show. And I don't know how. I don't know how I learned about it because I wasn't exactly like a comic person, but I lived for those. I would go and buy them like as soon as they came out. Robert Kirkman is a genius. And when I remember waiting for the show to come out, and they did such a spectacular job. Has anyone watched From the show? I've never watched Doctor Who either. I don't watch a lot of things, like I said, that I don't already watch. Tom Baker and that scarf, best Doctor Who. Don't forget about the astronaut one. No. Okay. Oh, he wasn't. Oh, we feel strong about this. The live interaction is blowing my mind. Me too. I know, that's why I'm still here. Everybody wants to keep talking. I'm totally fine with that. They do say the truth in some movies. I just saw Blink Twice. Go watch it. It's on Netflix. Or no, it's on Prime. It's included with Prime, I should say, because it seems like nothing is anymore, doesn't it? Sub 283. Yes, 283. Scarf was an accident. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but Dawn of the Dead. Yes, Dawn of the Dead is a good one. Oh, Paradise. Sarah, what is Paradise all about? It really ended up being for the show, from what I'm understanding. I don't know why they put it out in Arizona, but my guess would be if they put something to advertise Paradise over California, it would be too obvious that it was for the show. Whereas if they put it above someplace random, not that Arizona is random, but for movie sake it is, if you put something like that out there, everyone is going to they're capitalizing on what we're doing here. Everyone is going to take videos of it and say, oh my gosh, what does this mean? It's this cryptic message. Somebody's telling us something. And we're all going to repost it and it's going to go everywhere. And now everyone knows about the show. It's really genius, actually. Blair Witch Project. I liked it. No, she doesn't. Have you seen her? Who? Oh, they brought the lady a basket of yam and said we need scarves. I think you guys are talking about. I'm getting lost. Yeah, the early seasons were the best. Oscar, I can't tell you the point that I stopped because then it would give away too many spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen. But it's when a certain character left, it just wasn't the same for me. After the trash people. That's all I'll say. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Jeremy, you have UAP lights over your house always? You know, I have some weird stuff here too, but I always just attribute it to, oh, okay. I always just attribute it to planes. Yes. I don't want to talk about it. But I don't watch after that. I watched a little and it's too hard and it hurts too much. But now there's another spinoff, right? With Rick and Michonne. Like Those Who Survived or something like that it's called. Okay. I will watch the trailer for From. I will write it down too because I will also forget. Not on purpose, but because my brain is all over. Where do I write it? My notebook is gone. Have you checked the children? Uh, New people keep getting stuck in the town. Just watch the trailer from I Will. I'm not sure. 30 Days of Night, but better? Really? You watched Blair Witch Project and something was turning the doorknobs in your house? Was it the gnomes? Resident Alien. Without giving away spoilers, I will say this. The introduction of Negan was one of the most amazing hours of television I've ever watched, period. It's terrible, but absolutely you are right. Negan adds something to the show that I couldn't have guessed he would. And you hate him, but you don't. And it sucks. But he's so good. If anybody else had been in that role, I may not feel the same. But Jeffrey Dean Morgan killed it. I think a lot of people thought Blair Witch was real at the time. It was a movie where the babysitter kept getting a phone call to check on the children. Oh, yeah. Art makes you feel. Art? When did we start talking about art? Resident Alien Colony. Sorry, I cannot get on board with Blair Witch Project. I was part of the generation that thought it was real. I saw it with my grandma. And at the part where, what do they find? His tongue or his fingers or something? We walked out. That was too far. I wish we could do something like, I wonder if on Patreon or one of those other sites, we can have something where, because in the lives, we have what, like 70 people? Something like that. Let me see. Like right now, I think we have 59 or 60 people. So I feel like that's enough where we could all have little cameras and be talking at, maybe not at once, but that would be cool. The writing and acting of the episode of The Walking Dead where Negan was art. Oh. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Mhm. Walking Dead messed up a name for me, Carl. Now I hear it, but you hear it like Coral. I will say this. My man, Andrew Lincoln, killed it. He killed that Southern accent. For such a thick British accent, he did an amazing job. Because, like, the governor, he also was British, but he had a weird Southern accent. Andrew Lincoln killed it. And I love that episode where they try to go for Noah's family. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, okay? But, oh my God, that's really weird that you just said phantasm. I swear to you that yesterday I was at my bookshelf and something reminded me of Phantasm. I've never seen it, but something made it come to my head. That's weird. But I love that Rick is on the radio giving the news bits about what's going on in the background in his British accent. And I just love that they used Rick for that. I think that Shane should have stayed longer. And I'm sorry to anybody who doesn't watch The Walking Dead because this is a lot of Walking Dead talk. You can host rooms and chat with people in shared rooms. That's cool. But how many people? Oh, Discord. Yeah. That would be really cool if we could all actually talk to each other. List is getting longer. I may need a revamp of the ordering because I already messed it up by watching The Mist. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, where they take the guy's leg. Oh. Ugh. I think Oscar is a big Walking Dead fan here. I usually just Google whatever movie I'm watching and then say free online and it magically finds it. Sometimes you can find it on YouTube, sometimes you can find it on Internet Archives. 1, 2, 3 movies. Of course, first I check the things that I actually pay for, which I'm trying to limit. It's just getting crazy. It used to be, didn't it used to be that people would complain about cable costs? So that's why we started doing streaming. And now we have to pay for each individual streaming service. So it's so much more expensive because if you're looking for like say The Craft or something like that, like it's only in one spot. It's not going to be across platforms. So if I have Netflix, I can only watch this set of movies. It's just outrageous. The other day, I don't know why on the planet Earth I had Fubo, but I for some reason, I don't even know why cuz I rarely check like my bank account thing or whatever, but it had this charge for like $130. And I was like, what is this for? So I called them and they're like, well, you prepaid for that. So, you know, and I was like, what? You're going to just take $120 for something that I never even used? Needless to say, I won that argument and I got it back. But but it's crazy because there are people who don't and those free trials are killing people. Well, I honestly think it's robbery. I think it's robbery. I've never seen The Circle. Man. Yeah, streaming is more than cable now. It's crazy. Hmm. Let's see. You guys are looking for what movie? I do have my own show. It's this. Just kidding. They are. It's just blatant. Nobody, they don't think anything of it either. And they really don't care. If you call and say, come on, you can like clearly see that I've never used this streaming thing. I don't even know why I have it. And they'll be like, too bad. What kind of merch? I can't imagine anybody would want any sort of merch, really. I feel like, hey guys, look at me, buy my merch. I don't know. I can't do that. That's so like polar opposite of who I am. You should be a newscaster. Thank you. I would love to be a newscaster. I've practiced in the mirror. I would use your designs, absolutely. As long as you weren't, as long as you would allow. Really? You guys would? That's incredible. I like that. Oh, the scum. Yeah, you remember that weird thing? Oh my gosh, that was funny. That was really funny. Huh. That's true. Okay. Yeah. James is amazingly talented and already has made so many really cool things. You're right. Honestly, I'm doing a disservice to that amazing gift by not putting something out. So maybe we'll do something and like split it or something. Because it shouldn't just be like for me. It's his art. That's what we should do. Well, I do a little wave like this. X-Files. Cerulean. Yeah. That's so nice, guys. Well, none of it's my art. I do love art. I will have to show you one day the tattoo I designed for someone, but I am nowhere near that caliber. Someone retracted a message. Audiobooks. I would just like laugh after every like that's all I do. Like I can't help it. I just laugh a lot. I can't help it. See? It would just be like, once upon a time. Life deleted? What is that? I don't like that. I would buy an audiobook. Well, you wouldn't have to buy it. I would just make a channel. Oh my god. Do I have quotes? What do I say? I definitely say we can fix it. Careful with the headset. You'll get a dent up there. What you mean? I guess I actually don't need this anymore because I'm not listening to anything. I do blush. I have a blushing thing. Oh, well, it's too late now. I don't like I don't know what to do with my hair. I really don't. It is. It's holding my hair, but it doesn't need to. There's just so much of it out here. Someone actually the other day told me that I don't need a headset. But I do. Headset head is real. Do I have it? I need to know. Let's find it. Oh no, now I can hear myself talking. Yeah, it's a thing. Eh, it's fine. Everything's fine. I guess it is real. I don't know. Eh. I liked it better when I couldn't hear myself. Eh. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna have that problem. And also, it has like a fluffy thing in here. It's nice. Oh, geez. No. You guys are so funny. Specific ideas you like me. Honestly, your mind does all the magic stuff. The headset is bad news. Really? Did I have it? I didn't think so. Oh my gosh. You don't have to do that. I'm just having a great time hanging out with you guys. Thank you. It's so kind. Oh, thank you. You have a dent on the upper back right of your dome. Well, maybe you're wearing your headset wrong. We find out my secret power. What is it? I'd like to know. Well, I guess. How long is this? Like 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Oh, a baseball bat. I'm sorry to hear that. Jab is going to overwhelm the systems. That would be the solution. I have to believe it's not going to get to that. Oh my gosh. Please don't. Please don't do that. I'll go die. Please. But for real. Yes, it was so nice to connect. Thank you guys for being here. Milkshake. Like Kellis? You're a street thug. That's cool. Some of the best people are. See what I mean? At least you can still remember what all the things were. That means that they didn't hit you hard enough to forget. I'm glad you're still here. Very much so. This has been really fun. We all have stupider days, my friend. Yeah, you have a great night too. Thank you for being here, White Rabbit. Appreciate you so much. She will take off her headset. No, I try not. Honestly, anger is just so silly. Alrighty. Well, again, I appreciate you guys. Car wreck and a couple lost fights. Yeah, we were all dumb at some point. I really appreciate you guys. You're so nice. Good night, Alan. Have a good one. And I'm probably going to go ahead and sign off and say thank you for being here and hanging out with me tonight. Did not expect to do this. Did not expect for it to be this long. But I want you all to know that I really appreciate you. I hope you have a very blessed and fantastic rest of your night. And I will definitely see you tomorrow. And good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. If they do, smack them with your shoe until they, well, I'll just hit them with the headset. Good night. You guys sleep well too. You are not, believe me. I enjoy you guys so much. See you tomorrow. See you in, yeah, cool. Use your wand though. Good point. Okay. We will go ahead and sign off. I don't know why I don't sign off with this. That's what I should do every time. See you in a bit. And I shall see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely night and sweet dreams. And I don't know how to sign off, but I'm going to go ahead and do this thing. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.